And cut. It's been much less difficult than most of the other movies I've tackled because it's a much smaller, more contained story. One of the reasons I wanted to do it, because I think in my own film life I was ready for a small movie.
We're trying to check the lighting here, so if you can go ahead and back up. Okay, that truck is backing up, Jim. Watch your hand, watch your back. Okay, Laird, fine. If you can just back up now, please. We're getting ready to shoot the investigators driving up and the ET creature running away from them.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Pat, move a little bit to your right. Now to your left. Go too far to your left. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Right there. Yep. Right there. Just turn your head to your right. And right to your left of your head. And stop. Cut.
And everybody in this crew, I think, has taken a liking to E.T. and to the story, and I think they've had a lot more patience with me and my demands, to use a nicer word for it, because I think they've really believed in the movie and believed in the story. And cut.
So much a chorus line.
Yep, it looked like a bunch of...
Okay, once again.
To you guys, when you go by the headlight, sing the lens with the flashlight, like this. When you come through here, a few of you guys go around, rather than just heading out that way, like this. You go by. You just sweep like this. You sweep the light through the lens, like that, right? It makes a nice flare. The nature of the movie is to silhouette all adult faces or show backs of heads over shoulders, hands, adult hands, but never identify adults as personalities. And cut.
That's a cut.
Peter.
And Peter, dip down.
Your face came right into the shot here. You
Dipped right down into it.
Somehow, you dropped 3 feet, you got right in the shot.
I tripped.
But we've never been held up by a broken cable or an electronic shutdown of any kind. And it's, as far as ET is concerned, he really cost us no additional time. It worked during the testing period, and it worked during the second and third tests, and it finally worked every day during the production. A little brighter, and down, back up, good. Bring your hand down, Caprice. Brighter, and down, brighter, and cut. Good. You have to keep framing over to the left a little bit. To what? Now to go down to the dirt underneath and dig a little bit. Let me see the dig a little bit.
Basically, I'm doing the picking up things when he's scratching himself, just keeping it a little bit of movement going on so that it's animated. And the reason I was hired for this job is because I have real long, thin fingers, which is my father's fault.
All right, now, Bob, when you get to 10K there, we're going to tip it down.
This is what I want to see on the opening shot. You don't have to finish up the ETs perfectly now. We're not ready to shoot yet. Looking right at me. Can you see me, Matthew? You can see me? Yeah. What color hat do I have on? Yes. Okay, thanks.
Stop.
Raise this up a little bit so you get some shadow line on his forehead.
Right.
And then you want to be past Robert.
I'd like to be past Robert, big and black in the foreground, and if the firelight can do something to Henry, also from the side. can
Okay.
cheat the firelight this far into the kitchen.
Cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet.
Okay.
Hey, what am I asking for anyway?
Papa Mau Mau.
Oh, come on, man. Do I got to?
Look, she's my mother, man. What am I supposed to do? Tell her she can't have a request?
Fine with me.
I'm out of crossbows.
Okay, just do one more, and Tom, one more. I want a little more overacting on Papa Umama. I want a little more.
Now, Stephen had it way out. This is about where
I want a little more outgoingness, okay?
Mike,
Actually,
You
yeah,
have to ask
Papa
Steve,
Mau
he's
Mau.
game master. He has
Papa
absolute
Mau
power.
Mau.
What have you got?
I know it's not for
Oh,
us, it's for my friend's
first
mother.
class.
Land, hill, aquatic, what?
Elliot sort of starts off as a bit of a loner and the younger brother. I mean, we've given him some problems of his father is gone and he's doesn't seem to be able to blend with the crowd very easily.
All right. When you come, tease him when you come back. Tease him when you come back.
Dexterity 14.
Let's see what Mom wants.
Constitution 15.
Oh, come on, man. Those are fruits. You can't have a 15 constitution.
Wow, his charisma is 12. Ha ha ha.
Oh, no. Don't torture me with his charisma.
Cut. Great. Very nice.
Robert was blocked.
Good. Yeah, Robert gets blocked right.
I can't.
Yeah.
Let's hear you do elf talk.
Elf
You're a
talk?
fellow elf.
Which one?
That's Donald Duck, not an elf. No.
Oh, well, Donald Duck talk like that.
That's my dog.
Elliot's a normal, everyday kid growing up in arcades, playing asteroids, and he's at that stage where he's just bored with everything around him. Elliot's not me, but he's the closest thing to my experience in my life growing up in suburbia. Henry, first few steps, just sort of kind of slow and easy and tentative. Then I'll tell you to go a little faster, okay? I'll talk you through it. Right up to the mark. Right to there, good. Just a beat there and listen to the crickets.
Take a quick peek.
Here we are. Wait, let Alan look for a second.
Yeah.
Listen to the crickets, and,
Wonderful.
and nothing's happening. It's very quiet. Okay. We walk back. I'll make a noise to stop you. I'll make a noise. Keep going. Quack, quack! Is he still away?
No, he's over to
To back up a little bit. Henry, got a mark for you.
on the table.
Right, put your back right back. That's great, Henry. Right there. Take a look. Perfect, Henry.
Yes.
Okay. Now start to move, Henry, and we start to move at the same time. Go. Go ahead, Henry.
You're gonna watch him once you get by him.
Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going, Henry. Ooh. Keep going.
Oh, that's great.
Keep going.
That's good.
Oh.
Right there.
Gee, look at that.
Now, okay, quiet. I don't know if we'll ever get it right in here, will we?
What lens? So you want to carry? How do you want to carry? High legs.
With 30 what? 35?
Yeah, you've been just on 24, so you want to carry him like waist?
I want to carry actually about full figure almost. I just want to be in a closer perspective.
Okay.
Just come right here with 35. Okay. Harvey? That's a cut. Okay, great. Good. Go ahead, Henry.
Throw the ball back on the ball, Mike.
All right. Now, what is this? I'm not going to put this in my mouth.
Italian tomato.
Anything for show business, folks. Oh, what a taste. Ooh. Henry, let me show you something. Rather than walking on the footprints, come here a second. Would you walk to the side of the footprints? So rather than walking on them, would you walk over here near the side of the weeds, looking with your flashlight to the side? Okay? And I can see the footprints better that way if you can do that for me.
He kind of explains it to me, you know. He won't just say, okay, stand over there, you know. Remember your lines or something like that.
There's almost a psychic, you understand the word psychic? You know, ESP?
Yeah.
There's almost a psychic attraction
You're not sleepwalking, you're not dreaming, you're really conscious. But something is making you brave. Something's making you get closer and closer to the cornstalk. Although I would use the flashlight as a weapon, meaning if you're afraid, I think rather than holding the flashlight comfortably down here, you'd hold it out like that. It's kind of like a lance, you know, a magic user lance, you know, as you walk through here. And if you suddenly hear a noise, you know, you might go, whoa, like that. And big scream and keep it going when you hit once. And action. Cut. Good. That's it. Print it. Great, Henry. Good on his face.
That's why I got to show Henry.
All
It's a
in
great
here is
D&D
very
spot.
hobbity. There's salamanders and centipedes under all these rocks.
Great.
It's real pretty.
Jeez, this is like being in Japan or something.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to leave you to
Turn. You know, you throw a few more over this way, that's what makes you see the guy. He's ready to throw a few more in his direction. And then you see him. So if you can handle the bike and the Reese's Pieces.
Would it be better?
Yes, it really would be to hang on to the bicycle. Larger tosses, bigger tosses. Good. A little faster. Good. And cut.
Nice.
They print it. Next location.
We had an unmarked short.
It feels off just like tape. What they've done is they've created tape out of plastic and a little bit of glue.
That's great. Okay. Can somebody pin the blanket right here to the arm very gently right over here? See that? It's so captivating, Henry, that I don't think for a moment you ever stop looking at it. Right in the eyes, and you're always studying it like this. He's studying you, remember? He's looking like this here. He's looking at every part of your face, because he's never seen a face like yours before. You've never seen a face like his before. Now, this is an experiment now here, Henry. Now take your finger, your finger in your left hand, and touch your mouth. Like that. Now, Caprice, touch your mouth. Good. Now bring your hand down, Caprice. Now, Henry, you kind of smile there for a second. That's pretty neat. I need you to pretend that it's nothing more than an animal. It's some sort of a deformed cross between a coyote and a rabbit. All of a sudden, it's showing great intelligence. And that cracks you up. You know, this little Cocker Spaniel was touching his head with, you know, two paws. And waving at you. And it's amazing. Now, instead, Caprice, you go right back to touch your mouth. Touch your mouth. Then, Henry, you quickly touch your mouth. Now, touch your eye again, Caprice. Henry, touch your eye, quickly. The other side. Now, Caprice, rub your nose. Now, Henry, you rub your nose. Now he's got you psyched. Okay, great. That's what we're going to try. Yeah. He's got you all psyched out there, Elliot. All right, Caprice, that's great. You gotta take me serious. This is Halloween, folks. My date for tonight with a costume ball. Ah, Miranda, what sweet fingers you have.
What do she will be?
Say it again.
Rolling.
Eight.
Marker.
Okay, Gertie.
Look what I made for you, Elliot.
E.T. Good, great. Gee, I hit it right on. I can't believe it. One more time.
28.
Cut.
That was very good on E.T.
Again.
Isn't this fun, Drew? Making movies, isn't it fun? Is this like better than just going to school and learning how to play volleyball and tetherball and stuff like that?
That's fun.
Yeah. Do they pay you for going to school? Your mom is going to kill me for saying these things. I know.
Tell me about Steven.
He's a nice director, that's for sure. And he needs a lot of sleep. That's because he has to work late at night.
What are we doing? Are we dipping apples?
Yes, we're making caramel apples, and we're going to have you jump for apples. We're having a contest here.
Is this what you do for school? I thought these guys were learning about math and social studies.
We were.
You were.
We just burned our books a few days ago.
I see. Okay, you can eat.
It's not fun with other directors. It's much more fun with him. And Steven's much more nicer, like a million nicer. He's much more nicer, and there's a lot of friends in this movie.
40 and 40 is 80. And 80 and 80 is 1,060.
No, 160.
Oh, yeah. 160.
Unless you're in either government.
And 90, and 90 and 90 is 100.
Right.
And that's all.
That's my
Uh-huh.
That's,
I thought 50 and 50 was 100.
90 and 90.
Oh, I didn't know that. You're just too smart.
Well, Drew, she's imaginative and stuff like that, and she introduced E.T. to her mom, and she goes, Mom, he wouldn't move because they were off the controls and all, but he's just a little shy now. He doesn't want to talk to you right now, but he's just a little shy. It was kind of weird.
He's really real.
Why are all those wires?
Those aren't wires, those are his feet. Didn't you know that?
Any smoke left, Steven? Is it all gone?
Those are his feet.
Drew, go back to your mark a second, please, honey. Now, here's what's going to happen here. Can I explain this to you guys? There's going to be a three-way screaming match. On three. 1, 2, 3. Cut. Great. We'll get some stuff on his face. I'll mess up his face right now.
I
I'll
bet
put some food and
hopefully
watermelon. Steve, can we put some watermelon on his mouth?
Yes, I think I will.
We're gonna make him the first junk food addict from Alpha Centauri. He is afraid. He is alone. He is 3 million light years from home, and he's fat. Remember, the whole line is advancing the whole time. Everybody's getting closer and closer. What? Supposed to look stunned? Like Eric Idle. Be stunned. It's a Monty Python joke. You have to be my age.
And I remember one of the first things I thought of is that the boy should, rather than thinking his thoughts, that the boy should feel his feelings. And because the first idea I had was that E.T. got drunk. We didn't call him E.T. then. And the boy hiccuped. That was one of my first thoughts of how it would manifest itself.
Okay, so you're real drunk, ready? Just lean forward, just put your cheek on her shoulder. Right.
Once is enough.
Right, and then you can look back at him and give him a dirty look at one point. Right. Exactly. Good. Okay.
What about this?
Oh, that's good. Let me see how that looks through camera. Everybody line up. Remember, real big eyes. Right, great, just like that. Turn. Okay.
Rolling! You give rolling, Mark.
Okay, and grab for the frogs, kids. Pam. Okay. Cut, great. All right. Terrific, good. That's a print. First print. Good action in the background. Yeah. Grab her with this hand like this. Watch this. And you pull it back in, switch the hands like that. See that? See how that switch is done? You grab with your left hand, and then while you have her here, both hands you switch. Like that. Let's try that.
You're like disco dancing.
Okay.
Grab her arm, and then I swing.
Switch hands.
Okay.
Now that's fine. Now you lean back against the weight of, and you struggle, and this hand is struggling back here for balance, like that. That's funny though.
That's funny,
That's
yeah.
funny. For balance. And then you bring her into the half. You put her into the half Nelson.
Okay.
Bring her into the half Nelson.
Okay, David, you should
But first, face her.
We have to have.
That's okay. But first, look at her and realize you get that arm little closer. Okay, now David, come on in. Now David comes looking for the frog.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I give him the knee thing.
David, don't just lay down for him. Let him knee you. Like that. Down, then step up. And then you look her in the eyes and you take the hand, right? You'll be scared, you'll be terrified. And you take the hand like that, and that's when we're kissing. Okay?
Can David, Stephen, can David not have his head so much?
How is he played Han Solo?
Harrison Ford.
I like him in the Han Solo. Is he
I'm
nice
not
to
sure.
It's nice to work with, yeah.
I read an article on Harrison.
Uh-huh.
When we were in Oakland, they had an article on you. I didn't recognize you.
Really?
Yeah.
In what magazine?
I don't know. It's in the newspaper.
Newspaper.
They were doing, they were talking about Raiders and stuff. I didn't recognize you because you had the mustache.
I had a big beard and a mustache, and yeah, nobody recognized me. I cut it off. I'm gonna grow it back. Great. Wait a minute. Wait. She swung off.
That's a cut.
One problem was it swung her too wide.
Okay, everybody back to your starting places. Andrew,
In other words, you see, Henry, you kissed her this side. You want to kiss her this side. Your nose wants to be over here, not over there. Okay? John Wayne's nose was on that side of Marino O'Hara's face.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You ready for more?
Got a
Tiger? All right. He's cooling off. He's cooling off. Yes, many years ago, billions and billions of stars in the sky, and each comes from all of them. He comes from Betelgeuse and Alpha Centauri and Mars and Jupiter and wherever you can imagine him coming from. He's a small little creature in the vast cosmos of space. What else can I do, guys? Not coming out.
Sunglasses
Right? Because it makes me look glamorous, you know what I mean? I wear sunglasses inside because with very, very dark glasses, I can tell how a set will be lit. The eye sees much more than film can. So when you cut down the density between your eye and what you're looking at, and sunglasses do it for me, it gives you a more proper representation of what the film's going to look like in dailies the next day. So I don't wear these to be cool or anything. I just wear these to really just see how the set looks lit. Ball forward. Cut! Okay, now,
I showed Steven this and
What is it though?
Close Encounters doll. This doll is not supposed to wear any clothes. He's supposed to be like this. I said, well, he might get chilly sometime. And he goes, Close Encounters guys don't get cold. I said, oh really? And he goes, yes. And that was over with.
Turn the other way. Pull your hand out. Now just take the camera left, just a touch. You have a pair of scissors. Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Let me get over here. More?
No, that's perfect. That's just perfect. But you know what? We're going to have to move them back after each take.
Oh, I just moved the reflector. Does that put me behind another half day or what? Okay.
Now here comes the spider. And there's the scissors. Now look down and see the scissors. Can you please look up at the TV set again? Can you please get the scissors? Eyeballs up at the TV. Look at the scissors, please. Drunk. Good. Good. Drunk. Video. Not too much on the mouth. Look around. Look up higher. Look way, way up. Way up. Okay, now look down at the remote control. Look at the remote control. Good. Taste it. Mouth open. Take it out. Looking at it. Looking at it. TV. And freak out. Catch. Good.
Oh boy.
Great. Good.
Great.
Good back there. Print that one.
1049, that first marker up. Marker.
I suddenly think I'm in a William Castle movie or a John Carpenter film. A shot right here. Give me your other hand. There we go. Ah, that's great for the small of your back. As I was saying.
Henry, what's the scene you're doing today, do you know?
74, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's when you're going out for Halloween?
When Henry's already moving, he's got to go through once with a gun, even while Henry takes off. Then we'll be insured of a white wall. Right. One more time, Henry. We'll get it. It's our fault. Because I wasn't working from storyboards, which is the first time I haven't worked from storyboards in a long time. I really can't remember a time, except maybe when I was making little films in 16mm back in college, where I didn't draw everything out. I sketched about 40% of this movie on paper and then decided that I was being penciled into a corner. I was doing that to myself and thought, well, just for once, I'll take a chance and I'm going to wing it every day, make it up as I go along. Right, no, that's no.
Kidded about that.
Yeah, just like that.
We have rain, heavy at times through Wednesday, gale force winds.
What does that do to your production?
Real promising. Well, we either shoot like Steven did Jaws, where nothing matches, but who noticed and who cared? Or we go home and not finish the movie. Or we sit and wait. We had an attack. We thought maybe you might.
Oh boy! What is it?
It's a cheeseburger.
Oh, a cheeseburger, great. Thank you. That's what a good producer is. A good producer, you know, you're looking for a definition of a good producer? Yeah, they gotta handle the money and bring your film in on budget and schedule and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, they gotta be strong, get along with people real well. But when they bring you cheeseburgers unexpectedly, that's what rates them the highest. What I'm saying, Alan, it's like a corridor for the guys to walk on, for us to pass. If we had this on a sawhorse of some sort, and then this one over here, a little bit staggered, it's sort of like a gauntlet of light, very bright to take us up to the truck.
Yeah, and that's what, because that's what he's going to be following as he goes through.
Right. Oh, it's kind of hard to get in.
We'll try to do it right here.
Okay.
Go right in. Gotta get an insulate.
Oh, this is great. You get a Groucho, you know, when you walk in here. You gotta kind of, you know.
No, don't do that.
Easy. Towards me. There we go, like that. Now, Peter, you going down to that.
And the microphone.
How's that?
That's great. Looks like regular stuff.
Blood pressure's dropping from 100 over 70 to 70 over 58.
E.T., and then E.T.'s head turns and he says, Elliot, and everything stops.
Talking.
Yeah, Alan, let's do this for after lunch. Camera will start with a 17 wide this way. And let me get this one here, the loop room.
Right?
Yeah, it's back in. I think it'll still look good. We'll come in here like so. We'll just drift, but holding them the whole time. And then when we stop here, we'll just start a slow drop, a real slow fluid move. And when he talks, the camera stops. So not only do they stop, but the camera's movement stops when he talks. You know?
Okay.
It'll be real weird. And then they put the microphone, that'll be tighter coverage.
Okay.
You know, he's gone to his, and right in between words, it's like he needs his. You know, so the sentences aren't so clean and pure. You'll do that. Suck in the word. Can you pronounce the word breathing in? Try he needs people like this. Right, exactly. Henry can take a break for a few minutes to go to school,
and we'll get the reverse. But I want to stick with this, get the scene out of the way, and then go into back in this direction again, since the actors are into it already.
Guess what, Katie? It's a school holiday.
You've got to see the angle on his face. He's like. It's not forced pathetic. It just sounds like he has a serious physiological problem here.
The boy's dying.
And he's slipping quickly. So
his trees was nice.
I had him. The inhale. I had him inhale because it sounded better. But medically, you know. Okay. Hey guys, listen, everybody. It doesn't sound natural yet. The two things that are important to hear is your line that he's failing and your line that he's coming up. So it's important to cut through all this for that. Melissa?
Yes.
E.T. shouldn't speak, shouldn't say Elliot, until after these two lines are out. I've got to get a reverse on Richard saying they're separating. It means that we're losing E.T. That'll be 3. If we can get that all tonight, we've cleaned up the sequence except for the inserts of the monitors, and we can move ahead to code blue first thing in the morning.
Scream code blue.
Okay, fine.
Code blue team, stat!
Great. So would you come in from both sides?
And you both have to clear out.
Yeah, Barbara, you need to be more this way. Yeah, you just have to. And Barbara, see what we're doing? We're starting on Elliot, and he sits up and screams something, and then we zoom back, and both of you put your heads in. So let me just try that much before we bring the camera in.
Okay.
Okay, is everybody ready now?
And don't smile through your mask.
Everybody should be in their places.
I don't want to see any mustaches curling up. No waving at your mom. No waving at your friends.
Okay, quietly, everyone.
Just pretend
No,
that it isn't
no,
paint.
I wouldn't play doctor like that. I just put people's eyes out.
Okay, open your mouth. Open your mouth.
No, the only light that's dangerous is
Is that gum in there or deformed teeth?
Gum.
Good.
God, Drew.
The kids, I think, in many ways are more spontaneous than adults because they haven't learned to censor things yet. They haven't gotten to the age where they know it's not right to say that because it's not socially acceptable. So kids really say what comes into their mind first, and if I can get that on the first take, all these happy mistakes, then it's going to make the film a lot more spontaneous. You can stop there. You can do what?
Horse gymnastics. You know what that is?
No, it's a word way over my head.
Okay, wait. Just a minute.
Well, this is how we take care of all of our patients at Future General Hospital. Next case. So much for that. Fine. Now you're out. Now, you see, you can't stop until you're up against there. Okay. Yeah, otherwise you'll be hanging in our shot. Okay. Thanks, Henry. Here we go. This will be picture whenever Alan's ready. But if we can tie his head down somehow, so when the body, you know, when they give him the electric shock,
He jumps.
his body jumps, but his head
But his head
stays there, and his chin just keeps going up like that.
Yeah, they
Something like that.
Chest to jump on.
Yeah. When he says everybody clear, what's the word?
Stand
aside. He'll put it down, and Bob, you do it at random, and they'll pretend they're zapping. You'll take your zap from the actual bump. So go ahead, Bob. Do it, Bob. No, stand aside. How many times did you do it?
Stand aside. When we do it once and we stop. When we say stand aside 2 beats and then we say.
Okay, down there. Every time he says stand aside, wait 2 beats and zap it down there. So he'll say stand aside more than once. You understand? Yep.
Now I know nobody's going to believe me when I say this, but it's been great. The kids are great. I think we've probably blown less takes on the kids than we have on me. The dog, maybe not, but it's been great. I'm just trying to keep my head up there with them, you know.
Kiss her on the top of the head, please, Dee. Tell her you love her. Look over at Michael, right over there. He's over there. And look back at E.T. Now they put the machine on his chest and they're going to give him a shock to try to make him come back. And when they give him the shock, it's very loud and it makes you jump and cry even more. And they're putting it on his chest now, and he presses the button, and it goes POW!
Make her apple.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to identify with that?
Yeah. Wipe the doll's face too. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. This is so sad. Especially this one.
Is this act?
Is that a pension? No, I just shot a gun through her.
So what did you think? Did you just think it was OT and did you get sad? Quit breaking the props. We have a graph that John did inserts of yesterday. It's great. It shows, it says Elliot and E.T. It shows if you're going just right together, then you start going like this and E.T. starts going like this. What if we take out these two lines?
What?
If we take out these two lines.
Yeah, why don't we?
Great.
I wish that could go back in time. And you could be with me upstairs.
Right. Yeah. Which we can go back in time to yesterday, right? You can be upstairs. Okay. You know, I think it'd be nice if some of this were delivered with your head up here. You're almost beyond. You're beyond sadness. It's almost like you're talking to him as if you were alive, from reminiscing about the good old times, the good old days. So when you speak to him about, I wish we were upstairs, it'd be sort of like a faraway sound in your voice, kind of like you're remembering with him, along with him, as if he's listening and he's awake, and the way you would say it if you were in your bedroom and you didn't want your mom to hear in the other room, maybe even in the closet, and she was talking to Gertie through the louvers, and you were having this conversation in that sort of a whisper so mom doesn't hear, but in a very familiar kind of way with E.T.
You're like, work yourself up. Look at E.T. Yeah. Unzip. And wait, he's not moving. Now he suddenly turns to you. His eyes come open. Do that to E.T. Give that joyful scream to E.T. Do the line again. Really excited about it. Are they coming? Breathing. Work
Does
yourself
this
up.
mean they're coming?
No, work yourself up even more. Work yourself up.
Does this mean they're coming?
Bigger. Does this mean they're coming?
Does this mean they're coming?
Yes!
First you have to stay. Promise me, stay.
You hear noise out in the doorway? Tell them to stay even louder and firmer.
Stay.
Give them the eyes like, stay.
Stay.
Good. Now take your hand away. Stop for a second. Looks like he's going to behave. And then he says it again.
E.T.
Gag him. And cut. Good. Your hands straight. Like that. The whole way like that. Yeah. Good. Okay.
If I had longer nails, it would feel better.
Yeah, I do.
Say what?
If I had longer nails, it would feel better.
Right, exactly. Little Dracula, baby Dracula.
Are we in right? Yeah, we're in.
Pardon me. Elliot, and action.
I love you.
Elliot, why don't you come with me? Come on. It's all right. It's all right. Good.
That's a cut.
The fingers
6, 7.
should be out. The minute he touches you, you feel him touching you, and he starts to pull you back, grab onto this, right here. Yeah. And then to here, and then when you come out, it's like in the air.
Yeah.
A little bit, okay? Okay, one more time. We're going to play this for all it's worth.
Okay, stand by. Here we go.
Let's see it go from like this to... No, don't cover your face. I want to see it happen.
No.
Yeah, you got to do that.
No.
Okay, let him take a break. Big cry.
Background.
It'll be okay. Would you like the flower? That worked nice. That's great. Do it one more time like that just to be sure. That was wonderful. Print that one. Would you like the flower? Now, Katie?
Yeah.
Here's what's happening. Just before they take off, I want to see about 4, 5 plainclothes guys all converging on the van.
Okay, like they're
From
coming
front,
because of what's his mind.
around those 2 cars, right.
Okay.
They're coming forward toward the van just as it takes off. And we'll have some people running, continuing carrying stuff down here.
Yeah.
And as the van takes off, have one guy just stop right here as it takes off and just do one of these things. With his mask on,
Okay.
And one person like that, and a few others who have been carrying those capsules,
right down there near the cryogenic tube. Cryogenic tube, by the way, should be out of the picture.
Won't we see it inside on the other camera?
Oh yeah, put it in the vent.
Okay.
And cut! Emergency brake. Put the brake in. Here, step on this. Step on this all the way. There we go. Robert. No, Robert. Don't gesture with his hand. Keep his hand down. Okay. Casey.
Michael!
Meet us at the lookout at the top of the
Cut. Your hand. Your hand.
Too much delay there, too. He was saying they're
Go.
waiting for him.
Get the bikes. Like that. Real strong. And loud and mean. As if they did it they forgot to do it 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? Just give it back to them. Okay? Everything has to be more exaggerated. Go over the top. And don't be embarrassed by going over the top, really.
Only Mark.
And action! Casey.
Michael!
Get the bikes. Meet us at the playground at the top of the hill.
Cut. Lovely.
Good.
So if we can come down like this with our zoom on one camera, we can go ahead and right next to it go wide.
Okay.
Go long and wide at the same time. And I like to go one up. A little bit like from a step ladder, just off to the side here, Al. Cut. Cut! All you guys will stop on 1, 2, 3, and then I'll give Casey a several cue to come forward. So, let's just rehearse it.
When do I come forward?
On action. Everybody comes forward to their first marks on action. Okay. And action. Okay, Tom, remove your mask slowly. Sean, remove your glasses. And come forward, Casey. We're taking him to see a spaceship.
Can't he just beam up or something?
Can't he just, no, think about it a second. Look for the word beam up. Real clean, in awe of what's happening, but I mean, I wouldn't break it up at all. I would just make it very, very smooth and almost in a trance-like state.
Can't he just beam up?
Yeah, good.
Very nice. Very nice.
Print that one more time. This is directly after getting ET out of that cryogenic van we shot yesterday. Very next cut. When I say action, we get the speed. I want you to yell to Henry, "Where are we going?" And Henry's going to scream back, "To the forest." Okay. Keep up, guys. Okay, Casey, again, your line.
Where are we going?
To the forest!
And 12. And pop!
We made it! Oh.
Cut, great.
One more time. I lied. 10 more times. Want to see a great thing I just got? You ever see this thing? The watch called time. Great?
It's great.
It's got an alarm clock in there.
You know, I saw
Yeah.
this real neat watch that plays games. and
Oh,
tells the
it's
time,
great.
yeah.
Play Space Invaders.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah,
The
I
best
played
game, the game that I still think is the best game they've ever made, is Asteroids.
Asteroids.
Especially super asteroids.
Missile Command, Space Invaders.
Pac-Man's great. You have to go to a Pizza Hut or Westworld in Westwood and play that.
Well, Tom just uses weeks loud.
Defender is the gear shift, and
Wait, isn't
it
the-
goes up and you
smart
smart
bombs,
bombs,
right.
and then
Different levels.
yeah, and then you can reverse it and
That's a good game.
and
I wasn't too good at
get
that game.
points.
I'm not very good at it either.
I send them back when I can't play them.
We're just going to be putting our electronic kit onto the Heartlight body for our shot. I believe it's going to be the ending sequence when E.T. leaves Elliot.
Okay, and let me see the jaw open and the corner smile. Yeah, open that mouth like he's in wonder, like, wow. He's going, wow, look at that. Yeah, that's great. Wow, wider. Wow, that's what we want. That's terrific. Wow, perfect. That's the idea, because he's looking at the ship, and it's coming down, and as it comes down more and more, he's going like this. He's going...
Okay, I think there's still...
No, he's... Now, who has the forehead? And then, after touching the heart, E.T. is going to put his hands on your shoulders. And he's going to bring you in for a hug. And you'll hug this side of E.T. You'll have his hand on this side, and you'll just hug for a while. Or just have you hugging for a while. And then you'll separate, and E.T. will point right to your forehead, right between your eyes. And he says, right here. He says, I'll be right here. And you'll reach out your hand, you just sort of touch his cheek, and he has a little tear in his eye. Just pretend there's a tear, then you'll wipe a tear away from E.T.'s face. And we'll play it that way. Okay? Real softly and gently, and no rush. Sure. Okay, so just walk over and think about it for a while, okay? Just be by yourself for a few minutes. Go ahead, Henry, get right in there. Just like that. Perfect, Henry. And can you look up? I mean, I want to see your eyes when you're in the embrace. Go ahead, a real embrace. Let me see you really hug. That's perfect, Henry. I love that. With your chin resting on E.T.
Okay.
And if you want to, you can look up with your eyes.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, but you'll be crying, and you can be just looking over at your mom. See where your mom is over there? That's the place to look. Not too far there, Henry. That's perfect. Now, where are you looking, Henry?
Fan.
At the what?
At the fan.
Okay, that's what I want you to see for your mom. And the spaceship, Henry? Look right at that door of the spaceship. That's great for the spaceship, Henry. Perfect. Very nice. Okay. And whatever you do will be good when you do it, but just to know that I want to change when that light hits you. And when the light goes off, you can slowly open your eyes and his hand comes down. Okay. All right. I guess this is goodbye. I guess this is everything. Thank you very much for... Thank you for saving my life. Hard movie to make for such a small, personal, intimate movie. I wanted to make all my life.
I read that.
Well, this idea, you know, if I play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I like the repeated phrases.
Well, the other thing. If it would be convenient to go into the call.
Yeah. I like that. Matter of fact, it seems like a very natural transition into the loneliness and out of the tenderness.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see if we can do it.
Okay. Let me go back
The thing is, where do we shift from the call to the theme? Is it on his smile? Is it when he touches the face?
That's a good question. That's a wonderful question, and your choices are as many frames long as the sequence.
I wouldn't let anybody hurt you. We could grow up together, E.T.
That's certainly the call,
yes,
isn't it?
That's the call. That's the call. And this is the loneliness. This is Elliot's love. This is his heartbreaking.
Does he look up again?
He looks up a second time.
But the call has to be there.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Absolutely.
Let's get that.
Absolutely. I always get that confused.
Yeah, sometime.
Sometimes. Does it ever go up once in the movie yet? It hasn't gone up yet, has it?
At the end, I'll save it for the last reel. Up or down? Maybe once down. It could go down once and then go up.
to end it. I love this moment here. He looks down and the warmth begins.
Yeah, we won't hold it that long. That theme's in the right place, though.
You want to wait for the smile, though, for that second phrase, right?
To keep this cue all quieter. Oh, it's all very unimportant. So. The cut to the house should be on the third beat of this bar. 2, 3, and it is. Is that right? Let's see.
Yoda's theme is a sweet surprise. It is.
Is anybody going to get it?
About 200 million people. When he takes off, even though what's on the screen is one of the most silliest temps I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, that's just a mechanical.
When it takes off, it just explodes. Yeah, it just soars.
I may have gotten too much piano.
It's very exciting. It's a great cue. For me, I think this is the least similar to anything I've ever done before. I mean, certainly much different than Close Encounters of the Raiders. And I hate to belittle it by saying it's a personal film, but it is. It's a quote personal, unquote movie.